Hi Art Campers, it's Miss Yaz from Camp Quarantine. Today's art lesson is brought to you by another sculptor. Now this week we're looking at sculptures where we can add drawing elements for children who love drawing. We've learnt about sticky tape bodies sculptures. We've learnt about Louise Bourgeois' Mammel, the giant spider. Today's art lesson is brought to you by this guy here, Alexander Calder. And he was a sculptor too. Now, he was from America, and I know a lot of my campers who follow me on YouTube are from America, so hello. So just so you know on a map, here's America, and here is Melbourne, Australia down here where my little art studio is, okay? So he was from America. Now one of the reasons why I like this guy is because his very first exhibition was when he was 8 years old. 8, okay? I'm 40. How old are you? He was 8. He had very creative parents though, and they were really, really, really supportive. So he grew into being a really famous sculptor. Some of his works are really, really interesting. It's really great timing because last week we learnt about Salventius's continuous line faces. So here's Calder's continuous line, but it is made out of wire. Okay, so a lot of his work is made out of wire and metal. These are all metal. Here's a sculpture here that's standing on a surface, but these two here are mobiles. Now, some say that he's the first artist or guy to fuse art and something that is moving together to make an art piece, okay, to make the mobile. This one here is one of his most famous sculptures. It's a mobile, it hangs. It's called the Flying Fish, and it's sold for, wait for it, $35 million, almost, okay? You can actually YouTube Alexander Calder's Flying Fish to see it in motion, but this sold for $35 million. The other thing that I loved about his artwork when I went to do a tour at the NGV is we learnt that he did not use any glue to make his sculptures. No glue. What he did, he'd twist things, and if it got a bit heavy, so things get a bit heavy, they fall over, right? What he would do is he would make holes in his artwork so that if it was too heavy, he would cut a hole and it would be balanced again. So today I have a challenge for you, okay? We are not going to use any glue and we are going to make a sculpture. And all you need are scissors and any box. Now we're all at home, probably eating lots of bickies and pastas and snacks. And all you need is a box, and we're gonna use cardboard to make a little sculpture, okay? What you're going to do is this: if we're not gonna use any glue, we're gonna use something called a slot. Okay, a slot. It's like a little cut into the cardboard to make them stick together. So what I've done here is I've got a Ritz box, and I want to use the whole thing, so I don't want to waste it. I've cut it up into little shapes. It could be triangles, it could be rectangles, it could be circles, anything. And I've cut little slots. Now let me show you what a slot looks like. It's just, you don't want to make them too big or else they won't balance or stick together. It's like a little triangle. Can you guys see that? A little triangle here. That's better. Is that better? That's better. And I'm going to cut them so that we can make a little sculpture. Now I've got a challenge for you, okay? I want to see who can make the tallest. Okay? I want to see some photos, okay? And I want to see how you can make it balance. Okay, now I want you to think, when you're standing on 1 foot, are you wobbly or not wobbly? If you're standing on 2 feet, are you wobbly or not wobbly? Okay, so you got to think, things that balance. They often have more than 1 foot on the ground. Okay, or if it's 1 foot, it's really wide foot so you don't fall over. So when you've cut loads of shapes from your boxes, you can actually just slot them together like this. I have not used any glue here, okay? And you can just keep slotting together lots and lots and lots of pieces until you build a really big sculpture. For those people like, oh, that's really ugly, you could paint them. You could paint your own cardboard and cut them up so it's prettier. But I've just gone for the fun of making a sculpture out of a box. Now, if you want a really awesome challenge and you've got really big boxes, I have got giant boxes, and they're even better because they literally stick really well when they're thick and hard, these guys. Check it out. And I've got so many. Oh, let me get them for you. Whoa. I'll just get some out of my giant garbage bag. And what you can do is you can just slot them together. Oh, mine is not balanced, as I was explaining. Oh, hold on. Like that. Like that. And you can just keep building and building and building using cardboard, okay? I would love to see how tall you can make your sculpture. Have you used cardboard? Have you used little boxes, okay? Tomorrow we're going to do something else to do with Alexander Calder, and it's going to get really, really exciting. So one more lesson on sculpture this week, I think. But for today, let's make crazy cardboard sculptures. All right. See you later, campers. I can't wait to see what you create today. Bye.